Jnanamulam Gurumurti Pujamulam Gurupadam Mantramulam Gururvakyam Mokshamulam Gurur Kripa. Om Shri Guruve Namaha. Hari Om. Life in general appears to be pausing so many difficulties, unhappy days, dissatisfaction. One resort to the theories of the karmas, try to recollect and feel that there is some judge by name God who is punishing us, that we try to learn God never punishes. Quite often, different concepts of austerity and sins have been introduced to us. So really speaking, as we grow old, quite often the sense of regret pops in and let us think that I wish I would have lived differently. And that's the reason, up to the last moment, if Yama, the god of death, comes and we say, just give me one more day, or let me take care of this and let me take care of that. So really speaking, we have enough regrets in the life that prevents us from dying and really starving for a breath or two. Are we genuinely prepared? Does one ever say, I have lived my life so fully that I am ready to die? Let divine takes me to wherever he or she wants me to go. So to say, all of us, we wish we have no regrets of dying. A lady by name Brownie Ware has written such a beautiful book. I have not read the book, but I had just had chance to see the summary. And the name of the book is Top 5 Regrets of Dying. So she has consulted so many death or the people near death and has summarized in her book that what we can do to avoid this kind of regret. First and foremost, everybody say that I wish I would have lived my life for myself. If you try to look into this particular statement, and let us examine our life, and we know that ever since we are born, first we listen to the parents, then little understanding happened then to the siblings, to a teacher, to adult. Later on, you get married and you listen to your spouse, your in-laws family. Then you look into the social workers, what is ideal life. And every time we recognize that I am not living the way I should have lived, or I'm not living any ideal life. So the feeling of dissatisfaction, feeling of regret pops in from the time we are born. Even though we say, I love my mom, oh, I love my parents, I love my teacher, and my spouse, my family. But way inside, at some point in time, one understands that I wish I would have lived for myself. And if somebody says otherwise, I think it is hard to believe. And as one progresses, one comes to know that his dreams are not fulfilled. One may have success in their career, so to say, and I don't know how would you define the word success. But when somebody has success, financially, marriage-wise, friendship-wise, education-wise, but still, he or she wishes that I should have had different life. How often we have seen people living in Beverly Hills, in Palace Shell home. They would like to go and spend vacation in a tent. And they get tired. They say, enough is enough. I'm just one or two people. And how big of a house I need? So most of you would have had at least the feeling of downsizing your house. And those who have millions and billions of dollars, they have problems, they have a regret as to I have all this thing, but I did not spend for myself. I did not enjoy the money. On the contrary, money was enjoying them. So, then people think that in satisfying the other people or living for other people or some other project or other intention. For example, a person may say, I'm a very successful businessman, but after all, I feel so sorry that I did not live my life for my family. I did not get the joy of my children getting older and playing, taking them to the beach and to the skiing and going to the other parts of the world. So I am not satisfied. I've seen children growing up. Children came whenever they need some money or so. But did I really enjoy my children going through the beautiful childhood? Did I really see how my children, at the time of their marriage, did the first dance between their spouses or with their spouses? Did you enjoy the first birthday of the grandchild? And we often say, I don't have time. As you keep, and sometimes you might have had urges at that time, but you would have suppressed your feeling. You would have suppressed your emotions. And simple social conditions or social environment when you take. You are human, you may be tired, and you want to take a nap. But then you will say, oh my God, my in-laws have come. How can I take a nap? What they will feel. Our entire life throughout, we have lived for others, what they will feel. Many times, when the time goes by, you wish you would have spent some time with your friends, true friends. And true friends are those with whom you talk, you don't think. Whatever that comes out, you just talk. It could be any rubbish to some people's mind, but they do it because other person is a friend. And you wish you would have spent more time with your friends. True friends, friendship, regrets as the time come by, and you just could not do any naughty, rubbish, dirty things with your friends, and you regret. Why? What was I serious in my life for? So friendship, one regrets. And perhaps somebody would have had fight with the friends and they would have broken up the friendship totally. But toward the end, he or she wishes, what a great friends I had, but I could not value them. And for a nominal point, I broke my friendship with him or her. So that also remains a bigger regret. They would like to live the life with friends. They would like to live happier, not knowing what is happiness. Whatever monotonous work that they were doing, business, job, raising children, and I'm not saying those are bad, but understand the price that we had paid to do this, that prevents us from dying. If we would have had complete satisfaction, then what is there to hold on to it? You did enough Then one realizes later on that truly speaking, happiness is a choice. Happiness just doesn't descend from somewhere. You choose, you spare some time. The word spare is so powerful. You allow the things to happen. Let the universe dictates certain tune, and you flow with that tune or the flow. Enjoy the changes. Enjoy the happiness. Enjoy different moments in the life. Bearing in mind happiness is a choice. And still, to most of us, we still live under the suppressed emotions, suppressed feelings. And that suppressed feeling brings us to psychosomatic problems. Many years back, but I distinctly remember people coming to Sati's retreat, and about 75 or so people were there. And I gave them, every one of them, at least a piece of paper. And if they want, they get more. And I asked them, I said, whosoever you are angry with, upset with, discontent, it could be boss, could be wife, could be mother-in-law. You curse as much as you want to. Whatever you want to do, just do it. And remember, you can bring me this piece of paper, or it will stay only between you and me. And if you want some guidance, then you may want to write your name and your phone number. Otherwise, nothing. Just give it to me. I will read it for the sake of my guidance, and later on, I will just tear them apart. I am not kidding with the amount of writing that they did. And even while writing, they were crying like anything. And when I say they, some of them were 70 and 80 years old. Couple daughter-in-law, they expressed their anger and their suppressed feeling about their bosses, their mother-in-laws, parental figures. And thereafter, a week later, they are writing to me, calling me. That Swamiji, no matter what we did, but once I empty myself out, I am no more patient of hypertension, high blood pressure. My diabetic condition has gone. My headache is gone. My thyroid conditions are gone. Simply by pouring out the suppressed emotions. These are the point that contributes to the regrets of dying. This only you would know. Whereby I'm not saying create disagreement. And later on, what happens is you get into a habit of listening and thinking that I am never allowed to do what I want to do. And later on in the life, they still think, what is the sense in now traveling? When I was young, I could not go. Understandable, you could not do. But what prevents you from taking a walk on Saturday or Sunday? It may be your husband, your children, or your grandchildren may want you, but you could very easily say that, hey, Sunday is my time. Or if you want to meditate and your spouse or your children or your parents need full attention, you can still say that, may I request, let me be in the bathroom between 9 to 9:15. And please do not play heavy music or nothing. Let me just sit there. People may think that you are crazy and you are not. But no, you found a corner in your house which is conducive for you to be silent. Why can you not have 10% of your time in your day for yourself? So we get into the habit of revising or reliving the regretful life. You may not have your mother-in-law now, but you will find 10 friends to whom you will still complain that she did not let me live my life. She did not, but is she not even now? You don't have mother-in-law. Who knows? And you may become mother-in-law to somebody. You could be a boss to somebody. Bossing, instead of giving love and sharing. You as a supervisor or boss or running your own business, have you ever had chance to go to your subordinate or the people working for you and ask them, is there anything I could help you with? Don't hesitate. I have undergone all this thing. I have done all the paperwork. I have had my days for the Excel and Word document. I was done scheduling. I had also balanced my checkbook. So don't worry, let's work it out together. Have you ever won somebody's confidence like this? And when you do this, do you know how much gratitude you receive from the other person? It is just phenomenal. So let us not relive in regrets, even if last minute is left out. Have joy. One of the instances of the supervisor and subordinates, this is my personal interaction with my boss. My sister was seriously sick, and I got a phone call that in case you are thinking of visiting, start soon. So at that time, I immediately went to my supervisor's office and I said, this is the phone call I got. So he said, Sonaji, you are not doing anything. Do not worry about even packing your office. Leave now. Family comes first. But at that time, I felt that whatever report that I have half left, half done, why don't I finish and then go? Because I feel the same for my boss too. Within 2 minutes, my boss comes back and she says, Upendra, I want you to leave now. Don't worry, I will take care of it. Even as of today, I have not forgotten her. My gratitude. She was happy, and I am happier now and then. So I'm reliving that happier moment. So all we can say, dear friend, happiness is a choice. Let's not think of regrets and regrets and regrets and regrets. 20 years ago, you might have been hurt. That was 20 years ago. Why are you reliving that hurt? Why can you not say, 20 years ago, I and my friend, we went to skiing trip and that was so gorgeous. So try to live the happier life. Happiness is a choice. And let us not relive that life. So the regret, 5 most regret that a dying person has. I will highly suggest this book, and if not, at least go over what we talk about and few more things in your life. And choose, and I will say choose not to be unhappy. And even to avoid the negative feelings, I choose to be happy. I choose to be not miserable. There is nothing in the life to rewind your tape. Be content, and may there not be a moment of regret towards the end. So, dear friend, this is how we pay tribute to Brownie Ware, who produced such a lovely piece of information. Hari Om. Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnam Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. That's